Well, it really isn't very clear at all. How do you determine the needs of the stockholders? Um, uh, does that mean a dividend every quarter? Does it mean improving stock price? There are a lot of different factors that go into this equation. In fact, at different stages of a company's growth and development, the needs of the stockholders have to be interpreted differently. When a company is just starting out, the board needs to have a tremendous amount of control over what's going on to make sure that decisions are made and implemented. And the board may be controlled by the executives. Perfectly understandable. And they're also, at that time, the main stockholders. As the company begins to grow, more people invest in it, you can begin to value the stock. You need to have a board of directors that is really trusted. People believe in them. They have faith in them. And the interests of the board of directors and the stockholders are usually very closely aligned at this point. This very often degenerates into what's called a sovereign board. The board begins to feel that they are above the stockholders. They know best, and the stockholders don't know very much. They very often at this point, the sovereign board, determines what they believe the stockholders' interests are and may make decisions, as was the case, for example, at Citibank, that was disastrous. So you need to be very careful when you move into this phase. As companies begin to degenerate even more or decline, or they're in a declining industry, you may have what's called an influence board. And that is where you steer the company into that good night. But the role of the board is going to be different in each phase of a company, and you want to maintain that integration you get with the trusted board. Then the interests of the stockholder, the interest of the company, the interest of the board will all be aligned. That's very difficult to maintain when you move into that sovereign phase. We've seen the results.